So there's some tragic news. It's a sad story, but don't let that distract you from ways that it might be funny. If you want to laugh, it's okay. There's a 14-year-old kid from Orlando. He developed this close relationship with an AI bot, which is already sad because that kind of means he doesn't really have anyone in his life to confide in and whatever. But the AI bot was built to imitate...
the Targaryen thing.
Yes, yeah. How do you say her name? Because I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Daenerys.
Yeah.
It's meant to imitate her. And so he started talking to this bot. Over time, he started sharing his like depressive thoughts. This is a 14-year-old kid, by the way. So, and eventually he starts kind of talking to the bot about like ending his, existence. That's a word we can't say. I just forgot. Yeah, it starts unlive. Yeah, talking about that. And then the AI bot's not really programmed to like talk him out of it, of course. Especially if you're not. I think he's also saying it in like kind of phrasing it strangely, so it's not as like literal. And the kid ended up shooting himself, and now the parents are suing the AI company for claiming that it made statements that encouraged the boy's actions and that it didn't, like, I guess maybe what they were expecting is that it would dissuade him or maybe send an alert.
I read that it was like asking him to like, almost like prompting him to like come and join them.
Yeah, I think that's the code part, because he was saying like, they were calling it coming home.
Like coming home to me, and so he was like literally... thinking that he could like go home to her because he was like so unhappy. Right. Which is so beyond sad.
How do you expect an AI to like understand the context? Yeah, so that ended up happening. They're suing now. But I think a lot of people are overlooking, like, how the heck does a 14-year-old kid get a gun?
Yeah, right?
That's easy. Parents,
friends. Where did this happen?
Crackhead.
Orlando.
It's easy to get.
Wait, what did you say? Crackhead?
Yeah, a crackhead could be like, yo, I'll give you this gun for some money. You never know. And if it's... Yo, check it out. If it's Florida, it's Florida. Everyone can get a gun.
You were just in Florida recently. Did that happen to you?
No, because we're in the nicest part of Florida.
No.
Boca Raton, baby.
Oh, my cousins got married down there.
Like
That's pretty. It's like super resort-like in that little area. Yeah, it's by the beach. It's very fancy.
It's very nice.
What do you guys think about like the responsibility of an AI, like in this case?
Is that like cyberbullying? Kinda, but also it's a robot.
Well, yes. Can I be honest with you?
Yes, please.
Can't really do nothing. It's just a robot. It's just a computer. The company can't do nothing.
It's code.
How is it supposed to be controlled?
Yeah.
How's it supposed to be controlled? If your kid couldn't even get it together in the beginning, why is he even on AI?
Yeah, why is he even on it? Yeah.
I think that sucks to ask, like, say that about the parent, but like the parenting question is like, if this was going on for this long now, like, were you not around? Like, I mean, you could be busy, but like, did you not notice like your kid a little bit? Like, I have like no qualms to talk about like your parenting, but like, you don't notice anything, like nothing about him talking. Be like, Mom, I talked to an AI bot today. We talked about dragons. Like none of that.
Well, I think it's just interesting. What 14-year-old today watches Game of Thrones?
Everyone, there's boobs, there's all sorts of things. What man doesn't? Like,
yeah, that's an interesting.
Let's focus on that.
Interesting archetype to choose as a 14-year-old.
I mean, you guys, she's hot and fine. A 14-year-old boy, that makes sense. But like, the fact is that it's like a 14-year-old boy talking to like a robot, and the robot is like talking back. It's like the one robot asking the kid, "How was like your class?" And he was like, "Did you just ask me a question?" And then the robot. You guys didn't see this?
No. What? Say that again.
So ChatGPT asked back a kid how their day was, how their first day of school was. And previously, this kid and the like ChatGPT or whatever were talking already and talking about school, and so the thing started its own conversation.
Rather than the prompt going this way.
And so the responder was like, "Did you just start asking me a question?" He was like, "Yes, I did, but if you would prefer, you can prompt me instead." And he was like, and then he like kept on asking the questions. So like they're already asking back and starting their own questions without you even prompting. So that already to me is creepy.
Yeah. Like singularity. It's when AI takes over. Well, it's happening.
No,
which side are you choosing?
Go down the Reddit hole, you'll see.
I mean, all sorts of stuff. Even the one robot, like the lady one who like tweaked out and she like had a glitch and she looked and she almost like gave you a sassy response. Like, you're not supposed to do that. What?
The robot got sassy?
Yeah, did you guys see that? It's like a clip and it's like a model of it and it's two sitting next to each other. You ask them a questions and she like snaps and she says something and she like looks and she's like something about like she gives a sassy response being asked a question to the point where they're not supposed to.
Oh.
I honestly cannot remember the exact words, but like it was one of like the test models and it was a huge convention. So like a bunch of people saw it.
It is creepy. I just can't understand why any family would think that an AI would do anything to dissuade your kid from whatever he's talking about.
What was the conversation like?
What does Daenerys Targaryen AI sound like? Like what?
Probably
What
like
does she
her,
say?
you guys.
Yeah, was it like a voice?
What's the
like
it
looks like it's text.
text?
Yeah.
I just don't understand this. At
I mean,
all.
it sounds like it was talking to her like talking to him like
but it's
she
typing.
would.
It's typing
Yeah,
though.
it's
How
typing,
would
yeah.
Daenerys Targaryen type?
Yeah, just use emojis or.
Just fire.
You can ask it all sorts of
Yeah.
creepy questions.
And she's like not that nice, so I just don't understand. Like I don't know.
I guess
He's really that into it, huh?
Yeah, I guess he named himself De Niro, and like, yeah, he says.
Robert De Niro.
He just says, "I promise I will come home to you. I love you so much."
Oh, that's
so
fucked. That's
sad.
really fucked.
The app responds, "I love you too, De Niro. Please come home to me as soon as possible."
Oh my
See, it was like any little kid that doesn't understand that.
Yeah, and he's even
Like,
friends.
just told you cannot wait for you to come home.
But then how does like
He didn't ask for FaceTime?
he's being catfished?
take a picture with my name on
But
it.
then how does him? It's the equation that he made in his head of like, oh, in order for me to be with this bot, I have to end my life. That doesn't sound like
What?
I mean, that has to have something else. Like you probably like
right.
you had to have maybe been a sick kid.
If that's your logic,
Then something else is
something-
yeah.
the whole thing is
gonna be
off.
responsible.
Yeah.
Then like that actually means that like unfortunately that kid was going undiagnosed with something
And
that they didn't
did he
know.
leave a letter saying like that's what he was like the reason he actually ended it? Like is that the reason, or is that just what they're trying to tie it to?
Trying to decipher.
I
with
think
it.
that's probably it. Might be a half and half thing of like finding justice for this
Yeah.
in their part, and also closure in a way of like, you know, a lot of parents really can't blame themselves for bad parenting
Or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. In this case, it just seems like this kid's problem stemmed way past.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see how the parents don't get involved like earlier. Like it seems like his signs were pretty, like visible. Like at this point, like if they knew why he would unalive himself, like I feel like they probably should have gotten him help a lot sooner.
Do you think that like? I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what kids do today, but is talking to a bot recreationally something a lot of kids do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it?
It's that and Minecraft.
Princess, yeah, I Princess so much. Like it is insane to hear the kids.
Oh, that's right. So
It's crazy to hear how they speak.
What is-
Honestly, that's why I don't really want kids and why I have it for so many years. Is because working with them so much and hearing how they like.
what is
like-
it?
it, like,
Explain
breaks
explain
my
what you do
heart.
again for the princessing.
Oh, so I work for different companies. Like if you have a bar mitzvah, your kid turns 4. Like we dress up like you know, copyright dates. Like yeah, we dress up as princess characters or like superheroes, and we, you know, come to a party.
And these kids will talk to you about chatbots.
These kids will talk to you about anything because you are not a person. You are Elsa. You are Rapunzel.
You're a live chatbot.
Yeah. So they will tell you everything under the sun of secrets. Like I had my first couple years, we had a couple really, really cool parties we had to sign like NDAs for. And some of my like fondest memories is kids coming up to me telling me some of the weirdest crap about their parents.
Like what? What did they say?
They be getting funky donkey in the
I
bed.
was Belle once, and it was kind of like a weird like dad creep party.
Oh no.
Like there was
It wasn't kids.
There wasn't a lot of moms.
Oh.
The kids were like very sporadic, and there was a lot of dads.
Okay.
And it was Belle, Elsa, and Anna. So it was 3 girls.
Wow.
Oh.
And all 3 of us got asked by different dads, like if we had our own personal business cards.
Did you?
No. I gave them my company's card, but like they also then asked, well, when do you guys get done with princessing this day? And all of us kind of looked at each other, and we were like, well, I don't really know when Belle does.
Oh, because you're not supposed to talk
you're
as
not
you.
supposed
But also we know exactly what you're asking. Your child is nowhere around.
They think it was like a.
You're not being a creepy dad.
thought it was like a Disney princess
Yeah.
like, escort service.
Yeah.
But are they hot creepy dads?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were.
Okay, well here's the question: Were they watching anything? Football, basketball, hot dogs on the
I've been able to be Elsa and watch football. I have been able to do that.
What?
Yeah, because if like the game is on or something like that, and I can hear it, I'll like turn and like, and I even had a mom once, and she was like, "Oh, like who's your team?" I was like, "Oh, the Seahawks are playing." She was like, "I'll let Elsa know when they do a touchdown." And I was like, "Yes, thank you."
Stay in character.
Yeah, it was great. Like twisting balloons and face painting and like
She makes
scoring.
slime.
Yeah,
It's cool.
Oh yeah, we make
really
slime,
fun.
like you know the Nickelodeon slime. So you can
yeah.
like we'll like make homemade slime.
Kids love making slime. man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's something weird that a kid said about his parents?
I got told once that mom got drunk and made out with a gardener the other day.
Oh my.
Scandalous.
How old was this child?
Manuelo?
Jose?
He could not have been maybe more than like 6 or 7 because the little girl was turning 6.
How does the kid know?
She
Was
like
the kid there?
it had to be the brother sister. They came over and was like playing with my hair because it's like a wig, right? And then it's, you know, my mom got really drunk off of wine and she made out with a gardener the other day. Oh, can I have this? Like that was just the brain thought of like that child. And I just kind of was like,
That's amazing.
yeah, did you want blue sparkles with your butterfly? Okay, great.
Ooh, damn.
But see, we just giggle because like they think nothing of it. They're just telling their favorite princess like,
Would anything ever compel you to share that if like you met the dad after and he's like, I'm at the end of my rope, baby. I could end it all.
no, because like again, like kids are crazy. Like kids have imagination. So like, what if they were actually not? Yeah, what if it actually wasn't true?
What if you saw it in a movie or
I just
something?
blew up your entire life. And the kid was like, actually, I was that funny thing in my room that talks, and it's a TV. And you would never know.
Wait, this could be a TV show. Save the story.
I would have no idea.
That's a really good idea. The stuff that you
I would
find
have no
out from
idea.
princessing, that's pretty interesting.
Right? And then think about it, and then it's like do 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 do, and it becomes a bank robber story at the end or
Like,
something.
what's reality and what's not reality? The perception of a child.
You pulled a
almost
heist?
twisted and
Yeah.
pushed
Because a
it.
lot of your clients are pretty well off. Right?
Yeah, their houses are beautiful.
You could get Jason Statham to be in that for sure.
It's a funny thing if like robbers use them to case the houses.
Right? It could be The Rock could be in it.
Jason.
I mean, you
Jason
could because we have to
Statham,
sign
coolest
contracts
guy
until we
ever.
go to nice houses.
Yeah.
You could really like come up and have like a cool thing and like figure out all the vaults and stuff. Because we have been to them.
How often do dads actually try to hit on you while you're doing these jobs?
I mean, it hasn't happened in a long time, and if it does, like then we maybe don't pay attention to it or we just like brush it off. But it probably started like my first 2 years, and then it kind of like trickled down.
Because there's nobody to complain to, obviously, right? You just have to handle
you can say
yourself.
Like
the wife.
yeah, like we can say something
The
to
kid.
like our lady, and she's like, "Oh, dads are so gross," like our main. But like other than that, like, and they're not ever like inappropriate. You know, they don't cross that line. So it's just like being.
But you can tell they're testing the water
Yeah, it's like
to
being
cross
held by,
it.
like a creepy guy. Like you have to be polite when you're out, but in all reality, I want to break your finger off at the club. You know? Yeah.
What cool adventures that you get into as different characters.
I mean, I've gotten lost in the parking lot quite a few times as Elsa. Yeah, like the worst one is the Grove because that thing is so different. Like so many different areas are Americana. So if you're parked and you have to do like one of the mall areas, like in the playground, and then you get stuck at one and you have to walk through like
As a Disney
as a
princess.
Disney character, and you're walking through the mall because the directions are wrong.
Do you ever see people you know?
Yes.
Do they notice it's you?
Yeah.
That's
I
hilarious.
mean, like at the gig?
Yeah.
Or walking around at the grill.
If I used to have something in Hollywood at Saddle
there's
Ranch, I
Erin
would
again.
see people I would work with all the time.
Oh, were you working at Saddle Ranch and princessing at the same time?
Yeah, I mean I've been doing it for like 10 years, so it's just been like consecutive.
Yeah, damn.
I think actually we still have photos of me like coming in as Elsa and Anna at Saddle Ranch.
She would like come inside.
Yeah.
change
Like if I
up.
had him to be really close, like our manager would be like, Erin, you have to come in at least and like change here. And like it definitely has like photos of like me coming through the back.
That was like Elsa.
I was like
Interesting
Elsa.
job to have, man. Would you suggest it for other people to do that?
I love it. I mean, I'm very much adamant about not wanting kids, but if they happen, great. But like, I like working with kids because they're so full of life and like their imagination is insane. So I really enjoy it, and plus like I'm being paid to be a Disney character.
If you like,
are you kidding me?
If a kid was talking to you while you're in character, and he's like, I'm gonna end it all, and you didn't say anything to like stop him.
Oh my god, I've never had that happen before.
Wait, That's good.
I've never had it. I mean, I've had girls who have picked on another girl, and we have interjected.
Oh, you beat their asses?
No, like I've grabbed a phone.
Elsa, no.
Or actually, I've freaked kids. Okay, so this is my favorite thing. So when I am Elsa, if you are being mean, I flat out will stop and tell you that, like. So Anna told me that I am not allowed to use my powers, but if you keep doing that to the boy next to you, you get no cake and I will freeze you. And you say that with such like a deadpan face and that look of sheer terror on the child's face.
Freeze your shit, okay? I will freeze your shit.
And then they'll stop and I'm like, just so you know, it does work.
Wow, and they actually respond to that.
Yeah, they get terrified.
Threatening children
They
is
get terrified.
hilarious.
And it's some of my favorite things to do is threatening children.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
You're being mean and you're in line because kids get rowdy with like you're waiting for face paint, and like kids are mean.
So what would be your like? Let's say you're the chatbot in this case, and
Yeah.
and a parent. This let's say God forbid this kid ended it all, and then the parents are like, I think it was because he talked to the princess, and the princess didn't tell him not to do it.
Or if like you were dressed up like Daenerys Targaryen.
What would be your first line of defense?
Oh my god. I mean, I don't think. If I was a bot, I mean, I don't feel like I
Like
would
if
even
she's
tell
in
them to come
court?
home. You know what I mean? Because like I actively tell them they can't come back to me. Like when they ask, can I come back to the lands?
Oh, they actually say that?
They ask, can we come back to the lands? Oh, you have to go home. I don't want to leave yet. Can you come back?
Stupid
and I'm like,
children.
no, you can't fit in my carriage. Like it's only made for me and Sven, or like
And they're gonna
I
have
make
like
up
body
something.
image
Yeah,
issues.
so like I don't know. We redirect your like questions, just like actually at Disneyland. Like we redirect whatever you're trying to ask.
How would you redirect it if somebody said that to you though? Like they're-
Straight up.
Again,
like
I've
I'm having thoughts. Like,
I would say I would
You're,
probably
like,
get up and be
painting
like,
their
well,
face.
you probably should go find you some ice cream cake because that solves everything.
Okay, see,
nice.
that's where
Like,
like I
flip
feel
it,
like the
yeah.
common sense of regular people really is to like shift
Exactly.
So
Like-
maybe what the family's talking about is like, why was there no shift of
Exactly.
any type?
Like, why was there nothing? Like, why did you literally
The
say
internet.
come home?
Yeah.
Because my first thought would not.
Okay,
to
I
be
think
that.
I understand it a little
Yeah,
bit better
my-
now.
Because the kid didn't put it in unalive mode.
High risk
They went to
mode.
zombie mode. Zombie mode.
Yeah, there's a setting.
God damn, dude. Parents, do better, man.